Maxie, baby! Man, how you doing, boss? Let's slide, man. You gotta show me the spot, show me the hood.
Let's go.
Let's do it, man. Come on in the back. So where we at, Max?
This is the house I grew up in.
This is what Maxie Baby started at?
Yep.
You ever scrapped on this corner? What are street fights happen?
I would fight with all my friends on the road. We'd fight all on this road right here.
Fighting over girls, this actress is my woman, no, it's mine, and scrap it out.
Fighting over pogs, fighting over you didn't have 2 feet in bounds, playing touch on the football.
You gotta play street?
Yeah, we playing street ball, whatever we was doing.
I know we called it that good old in ball.
Nice. Yep, man, this is the crib. This is where Maxie Baby from. We had it's not there anymore, but we had a turtle pond and two bird cages over there, a bunch of birds.
Max bless Holloway. You been through a little shit, ain't you?
A little bit, man. Not like most people, you know. Like when I had a great life. I can't say I had a bad life. I had this home. We always had hot water. We always had food on the table. I love my grandma and grandpa to death. I'll do anything for them. And then but even my mom's, because even though she was drugs is crazy here. There's like this ice epidemic. We still have an ice epidemic here, and it's insane. And my mom and actually my dad was one of them. I got like a couple of my family members, a couple of my friends' families, and that's the thing that was hard for me. Like there's nights where my mom would disappear, and my dad was my dad. Like I say, he's in and out. I didn't really know him, whatever, blah blah. But I remember days would go by and like. I knew my mom was doing so. It was crazy. There's this one story. I think I was 5th grade, and you do the say no to drugs. I forget what it is. It was the dog. Dare. Yeah, dare. Yeah, it was dare, right? And I remember seeing what a crack pipe looked like. I was like, oh. And then I remember coming home one time, and Mom was home, and I grabbed the handkerchief just to grab it because I thought it was cool. That's the time everybody's using handkerchiefs, so you put it over put it over your mouth. You look like a cowboy, or you fold it up, put it on your head, look like Fable or something. It's cool. And then on the ground it fell. It was a crack pipe, and I was 5th grade. I was like, holy shit! I'm learning about this right now. Like, what is going on? And then after that, I would notice like my mom would be gone for days, like 3 days, gone, a week, gone, 2 days, come back. And I always think during those days, like, is she alive? At the end of the day, drugs affect me a lot. Like I was letting it get to me, but I always told myself there's no way. To myself, I always looked at my grandma and grandpa, what they did. The end goal for me was always to find a better half and have a family. The white picket fence story, all that story, the American dream, if you call it. And it was just because of that. Yeah. That one thing called ice, man. That thing was that drug is a hell of a drug, man. Yeah. I saw a bunch of people go down that road, and I always told myself I wasn't gonna be. There's a lot of paths that you can take, and a lot of people, they always told me, oh, when you get faced with a certain situation, you can always go left or go right, and I always just so happened to always pick the right path. I picked the right path more than the bad path. So I was grateful for that, and that's the story, man. Everybody always say, where this drive come from? I was like, I just wanted to give my son the greatest life he could. Like give him the love that I got from my grandma and mom. And that's one thing I love about my mom. We talk about this drug. She's good now, clean and sober. She comes. You see her at the fights. She's a wild lady. I love her. But that's one thing I love about my mom. Even when she was going through her stuff, she made sure that we was all right. I once saw a drunk guy, because it's a duplex place. So one person live here, one person live here in the house, and there's a shared garage. And then the person who would usually live on the left house would let us use the garage because they'd be cool. Like, oh yeah, let the kids train. And we had one bag hanging, 2 bags or something. I remember, like, we used to see crazy stuff. Like, one time a neighbor that moved in was like pissed drunk, pissed all over our mats. It was crazy. Pissed all over where we trained. That was nuts. Dirt. Just crazy stuff. And
no type of respect in this.
No respect, man. You gotta just respect is earned, I guess. We invited him to spar, you know. Then he moved out later, so that's how that story went.
We were at the gym the other day, right? And I'm like, you know what? If you don't want to work, I know you just got done fighting. You probably want to take some time off. So if you want to come in the next day, you can do that. And you gave me a very interesting answer. You was like, no, I got to come back in. You know, my guys got fights coming up, and they helped me get ready for my fight. And I got to go and help them out. I gotta pay it back. I don't know if you recognize that don't happen.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. You know, a lot of people say when they're with their team, it's family and loyalty. They talk about loyalty. They talk about this. They talk about that. But when I talk about my team, you saw my team. There's like maybe like 10 to 18 of us, I would say. You know, and I really look at these guys like my brother. You know, whatever goes on outside whatever they do outside the doors, when we walk in the doors, we family. You know what I mean? They can do whatever they want once we step in, but egos drop, everything drop. And at the end of the day, they help me. They help me, you know, and they're big helps to my camp, and I need them, you know, especially during the December times, you know, during Thanksgiving time. They came in for to train with me on Thanksgiving and stuff, so I gotta give them back, you know. You gotta reap what you sow, you know. And I always talk about them like, if you guys there for me, I will be there for you. So, like you said, I was chilling, but these guys got big fights coming up, and I was like, I gotta be there to help them, because when I call them up and be like, yo, I need sparring partners, where you guys at? I want to keep them honest. Like, I don't want them to be like, oh, you wasn't there for mine. So I was like, no, I'm here, I'm working. If you want to be the best, you gotta beat the best. When you turn your cards and you get your black belts and you put your time in on the mats, no one can ever take that away from you. You know, the belt, we can lose that one day. It's gone. But then at the end of the day, no one can, like the actual belt they can, but they can't take away of me being a champion, of what I did. You know, the actual champion, because I actually went out there, I did the grind. You guys don't see, people only see 25 minutes of us. You know what I mean? 25 minutes, but they don't see the hours and hours of training. So
hundreds of hours at this point in your life.
Hundreds on the mat. You know what I mean? And that nobody ever gonna take away from me. And because of that, I'm always gonna be a champion. I told him this belt don't mean nothing. My last interview, I told him I was a champ before I had this belt. This don't mean nothing. It's cool. It's just showing you guys that, look, I'm valid. Like, it's validation to you guys. It's not validation to me. The validation is when I go in, blood, sweat, and tears that you guys don't see. Me not wanting to train, but I wake up and I tell myself, the guy that I'm gonna fight, he's probably training right now. So I need to go out there and show him how to train. You know, and it's a mindset thing. So it's just a mindset.
Baby Bless, Rush.
Baby Bless.
He changed your life, didn't he?
He changed my life, man. Mini Bless, Rush. The dancer, the fighter, the comedian. I don't know what you want to call it. Kid is special. You know, I gotta see if the kid is mine. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know, I don't know how I made this, you know, perfect human being. You know, it changed my life in many ways. You know, it was funny. I joked around with my friends, my best friends, all the time. I told them I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna have a kid when I'm 18. And it's like, what? I was like, I want to be able to run and stuff and play with him and do all this kind of stuff. And then I didn't think, like, my math was way off, because I could have had a kid at 30 and still do that with my son, you know? He asked me, he's like, yo, Dad, could I go first class with you? I was like,
oh, I like that.
I was like, nah. I was like, did you earn it? He's like, but you won. I was like, it's like I'm winning. I was like, whoa, you're pretty smart though. I was like, you're pretty smart, Mini Bless. But no, I was like, you can have your first class when you buy it. You know, you go ahead and earn it. Daddy earned this. Yeah. I was like, I earned this. You know, you go ahead, Mama Missy, his grandma, my mom. You guys go sit right behind the first class. Wow. You guys good, you know. But he's funny, you know. He's funny. I want to show him, like, I want to introduce to him and be like, look, you can do this, you know, and you can be. And I always, like you said, you know, there's middle guys. There's guys who, when they don't have a father, there's middle guys. There's guys who choose to be not there, and then there's guys who over. And I overly love this dude. You know, I love my son. You know, he changed my life in a lot of ways. It really put in my mind, like, this don't last forever. Right. You know what I mean? This don't last forever. This ride is short, so I gotta bring him now. You know, we don't know how long we'll be here. You know, we don't know how long he'll be sitting next to Uncle Dana, cage side, dancing, dabbing behind Joanna, Joe Rogan and John Anik them, you know. So I'm just bringing them along for a ride. I want to show, like, look, if this is what you want, go get it. You know, you're here, you experience it firsthand. You know, you have no excuse. And the way I do stuff and the way I position stuff is to give him a head start. You know, it's like, look, if I can give you a head start in life, you have nothing that you cannot tell me. Like, oh, look, you know, I start from zero. I can tell myself, tomorrow they take everything away. I'll work back up to the championship. I'm not gonna beg and cry for stuff. I was like, if you want me to work, I'll work. I'll show you that this wasn't by luck. You know what I mean? The dude is really blessed, and that's why I want to show him. Whatever you want, go work hard. You know, and this is how this side is. But remember, we're gonna start here, and you're gonna work your way up just like Daddy did. So,
I'm gonna end you with a joke, and also I'm gonna give you a challenge. I was reading my kid's mom. She made a post. She said, "My kids are like my little best friends that think they're rich, but they don't have a job." And I challenge you. I challenge you to consistently tell your son it's your job to make your name great.
Yeah.
I tell my kids that every day.
Yeah.
I look at them, I say, hey, I don't care what you do, you make your name great.
Yeah.
I started the way for you,
Yeah.
but I want you to do more. I want you to make your name great.
Yeah.
Whether you're, like you said, whether you're picking up garbage, whether you're a teacher, doctor, lawyer, police officer, construction worker, fighter, corporate guy, make your name great.
Yeah.
It's all within our grasp. So I challenge you, because Baby Bless got swag. He gonna be something special.
Yeah.
He is a special kid.
Hey, challenge accepted. Growing up, you see, coming to the sports, like I said, you know, football, like, oh, his uncle is there, his dad is there, and then you see people like crap out because like, oh man, this and that, I gotta live up to this. Nah, man, you don't have to live up to nothing.
Right.
You don't have to live up to me. Go make your own name. That's why I named you Rush Holloway. You don't have to be a fighter. You don't have to do whatever. Whatever you do, you make it great. And let everybody know who Rush Holloway is. So, T-Wood, that's a good challenge, man.
Ah!